So can you see what I am writing here?
Squared numbers.
Yes. Right. So this, Shubhangi ma'am, you are there. Yes. So square numbers. And then observe what I am writing here. What are these?
Odd numbers.
Odd numbers. Yes.
Odd numbers.
Is there any relation between the second sequence and the first, this sequence and the first sequence?
Second sequence is showing the difference between 1 and 4 is 3, 4 and 9 is 5, and so on.
Exactly. So it is true that the second sequence is a sequence of odd numbers, but one more feature is if I take the successive differences, so 4 minus 1 is 3, then 9 minus 4 is 5, then 16 minus 9 is 7, right? So, and interestingly, we are getting odd numbers here. Okay, so we will call it A1. Now, if I repeat this operation further, I get all twos. That is, I take successive differences of this sequence, right? And I get all twos. And if I repeat this one more time, I get 0, 0, 0. Right. So now, when you see this, do you get any questions, or are there any thoughts?
This specific this sequence only.
Can I say?
Yes.
So what I think is in every row, there is common operation happening. Like, yeah.
Yes. So the common operation being successive differences, that is happening for every column. Yes. Anything else?
Will it be same for any sequence or specific to this sequence? Only their sequence.
Excellent. So this behavior, will it be same for any starting sequence, or will it change? I'll call the starting sequence as A0. So if A0 changes, how will the behavior change? Very nice. Anything else that is coming to your mind?
Getting odd number sequence is again particular to this square number sequence, or is it true for any other? I mean, it won't be true because from A1 we are getting A2, so naturally not.
A1 is happening to be a sequence of odd numbers, at least from 3 onwards, odd numbers from 3 onwards. So can I have a different A0 for which I have these odd numbers as A1, for which I have odd numbers as A1, not necessarily from 1, but you could skip initial few numbers and then have odd numbers. Is that possible?
Yeah, that is possible. If we add 1 to each number in A1, for example, 3 plus 1 is 4. So 4, 6, 8, 10 will give me 3, 5, 7, 9, 11.
Right. Excellent.
I mean, we can go back to A0 by adding something, or means something like that. We can adding only if we are getting it by getting the difference, then we have to add some common number to A1 sequence, each element of A1.
Very nice. Each element of A0.
No, I'm saying to get A1, from A1, if I want to generate A0, then I will have to add one constant, maybe
Yes.
X. So 3 plus X, 5 plus X, 7 plus X, and so on.
Yes.
That will give me A0.
Very nice. So Yes. Okay. Right. Okay. So at this stage, what I would pinpoint is we will take this second question. Okay. So if A naught changes, so here we have taken squares, right? So what will happen if you take cubes as A naught? Okay. Can you check and tell what will happen? Yeah. So for cubes, you found out that at A4 it becomes 0, right?
Right.
So okay, at A4, so the cube sequence should be something like 1, 8, 27, 64, then 125, and so on. Then A1 would be
90,
19,
37,
57,
and 61.
61, and so on. And A2 would be 3, 12,
18.
18, 24, and so on. And A3 would be, oh, again, we are having this constant 666. So on. Actually, I'm writing this so on with the assumption that the same behavior will continue.
Yeah. One, I mean, I also assumed that. I
Very
didn't check it. We'll have to check it though.
excellent, excellent, excellent. So first thing is identify where we are assuming the pattern will hold and where we know for sure that the pattern will hold, right? So very nice that you made a decision. Again, 66 got up. And then if the pattern indeed holds, then we get a 0 at A4. Right. So from this, what all do you predict for higher powers?
You mean to say for fourth cube, fourth power, fifth power, we have to check.
Yes, 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 yes.
Here in the earlier case, we got A3 as 0.
Right.
Here A4 sequence is 0.
Right.
So we have to check if A5 sequence becomes 0 for.
Excellent. So that is your prediction. So any other?
Yeah, I mean, we may get if it continues with the same, that we have to check.
Very nice, very nice. But this is your prediction that for n power 4.
Not, I can't say it's my prediction. I would say I would like to check this. If
Okay, nice, 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 nice. Okay. At this stage, others, do you have any comments to make?
Yeah, I have also mentioned in chat,
Right. Yes.
Kumar.
Yes, yes.
So I also
Feel the same thing.
know that believe the same thing, that for successive exponents, we will have the zero, the difference as 0 at successive levels. So from
Right.
A4 to A5, A5 to A6, so on.
Right. Okay, so now you're making note of where the 0 is occurring. Okay, I would also like to take your attention to one more quantity, that is the stage before 0. So here I have 2's.
Yeah, the constant stage.
Yeah, the constant stage. We'll call it.
here it is cubes, 3 2s are 6. So probably for fourth power, 8. I don't know. We'll have to check.
Okay, nice. So the
A3.
constant term,
So
yeah.
for,
4 should become 8 8 8. We'll have to check.
so for every exponent, we can say that the constant will arrive at that level. So if the exponent is n,
Okay.
the constant will come at the nth level.
Okay, right. So so if it is n power k, then what it seems is the constant stage is the kth stage.
Yes.
So this is what it appears from these two cases. Okay, fine. So yeah, now we can check for fourth powers and see what you get. And also, what could be the value of constant? Is there any pattern for the constants?
Okay. I did it for the fourth power, Shiva Kumar.
Yes.
And I did achieve the constant stage as A5.
Wow.
That is
Excellent.
the fifth stage.
Right.
I am still trying to understand what is the pattern of the constant. As in, for the first time the constant was 2, I understand. Second time it was 6. Third time it is 24.
Oh, okay. So for fourth power, so for a square, the constant before 0 is 2. For cubes, it is 6. And for fourth powers, it is 24. Okay, so what is happening here? That is one thing, right? And another thing is, if you go back to squares, let us go back to squares. At least we are seeing that the first 5 terms in A1 is odd, and the first 4 terms in A2 is 2, right? But can we be sure that it will always be that the odds will continue, and this 2s will continue, and this 0 will continue? Is it possible to know that? Right, so,
Sorry, I didn't understand your question.
right. So my question here is, I've just A0 is basically a sequence of squares, but I've just written 6 squares, right?
Right.
So if I continue with more squares, will the pattern for A1, A2, A3 continue?
Yes, it will continue.
So will the observed pattern,
But necessarily not for all the square expressions, it will be 2.
okay, right.
Okay, so because this is just a simple x square, I mean, you can say it as n raised to 2, right? Oh,
No,
is it?
not each
Okay, wow.
consecutive squares, Megha.
Okay, wow, interesting. So I read Lakshmi's. Sorry, Shubham, you said something.
I said because it is a difference between 2 consecutive squares, we will definitely get odd numbers that way. 2x plus 1. If we take x plus 1 bracket square minus x square,
X square,
that is what we are
x
doing
square
every
plus
time, right?
1, x square plus 1 minus, sorry?
X plus 1 bracket square is your, let us say, second term, the next consecutive number. A0,
Okay.
I'm talking about A0. Suppose your 1 is x square and your 4 is x plus 1 bracket square.
Okay.
So you are taking difference of that.
Right. So I'll just write what Shubhangi ma'am is saying.
No. What I am trying to say is that this particular one is x square. I mean, if x is the number, then x square, 1 square, 2 square, n square, you can say n square, right? For the other one, it could be say n square plus 3 or n square plus 3x plus 4 or
Yes,
n square plus 6x plus 5. In that case, it is possible, or in that case, though it is still a quadratic sequence, the difference could be something else, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Got
A
it.
constant.
Got it. So now basically Shubhangi ma'am was answering this question. Will the observed pattern continue for A1, A2, and A3 for this sequence, for this sequence of squares?
Okay.
And if yes, why? So she was trying to give an explanation.
Okay.
Yeah, I will reveal
Yes.
it after this sometime. Maybe you can think more about this question. How we can know for sure.
Yeah. So now I understand. Okay, got it. Okay.
But I can see that Lakshmi ma'am has made a very interesting observation.
Yes. That is what I was also trying to write it like that.
Is that pattern correct? When it is n square, is it 2 factorial and n cube is 3 factorial? Is it right?
Wow. So it looks right.
It is looking like that, at least till now. It is, so
Yes,
we have to explore the 5th and 6th, but yes, it definitely looks like that.
Right. Yeah. So what are factorials doing here? What are factorials doing here? And so anywhere else have you seen this connection between powers and factorials coming up? Okay, so these are 2 questions. Yeah. So we have factorials.
I don't remember. Does the Pascal's triangle have factorials? Yeah, it has a lot of patterns, but I don't remember. It is it.
And actually, each term of Pascal's triangle has something to do with factorials. but not directly like this,
So
right?
it gives you the expansion of binomial
Right,
expansion, right? I mean,
Right.
expression.
right. Okay. So now, yeah. So now this question, why factorials are coming and why this behavior. Okay, this is one question. So can we explain this behavior? Can we explain is one question. And do you get any other questions?
I'm trying to find the answer of your first question. Will the observed pattern continue for A1, A2, A3?
Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
Can I say?
Oh, if you got the answer, you can.
I'll try to. I mean, I've made an observation. Can I share the observation?
Observation.
I
Yes.
saw, Shiv, I got the answer using algebra.
Which one for this observed pattern?
Pattern, yes, it will continue, and why?
Yes, I understood yours. I mean, you were explaining to Mega Ma'am, right? I got it. Yes.
For cubes also, I got similar.
Nice. So now can you use that, Shubhangi Ma'am? So can we use this approach to explain how factorials are coming up?
No, I have to still work on that, but I will. Yeah.
Right. This is one question. Yes, Mega Ma'am, you can go ahead with your observation.
Okay, my observation is that in the first case, it's a so we are squaring consecutive numbers, right? And consecutive numbers are even and odd, right? I mean, so even odd, that will follow that pattern. So if you're squaring them, you are essentially multiplying an even number with an even number or an odd number with an odd number, right? When you multiply an even number with an even number, you'll always get an even number, and the same is the case with the odd number. Odd number with odd number will give you an odd number.
Right.
So when you subtract, I mean, when you're trying to find the difference between an even and odd, it will always be an odd number. Is that's the first observation.
Wow. Right. So Mega Ma'am has made an interesting observation that the consecutive terms of A0, are here are even,
And even.
odd, even,
Alternate.
odd, even, and so on. So
Right.
they're transitioning, and then the difference between an odd and even and odd is always odd. So yeah, so this is her statement. Very nice observation.
And then the difference between the odd and odd will always be an even. That's why the next one will be again.
Right.
But yeah.
But
constant.
okay, so that,
No, Mega.
Sorry. Yes, Shubham.
Yeah, this is odd. That is right. But there is one more pattern in this. It is.
yes. Shubham, yes. Wait. So now from Mega Ma'am's argument, it is clear that the terms of A1 should be. So now from this argument, it is clear that A1 should be all odds, right?
Correct.
A1 should have odd entries. Now should have odd entries. Now, does this reasoning explain completely the sequence A1? That is a question. Does this reasoning explain this sequence 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and so on?
They're consecutive odd entries.
Right, they're consecutive odd entries, right? So, but does this argument prove that it should generate only the consecutive odd entries?
It can be proved visually, actually. This is a very beautiful visual proof I can show you because of this.
Square and triangular numbers, right, Mega?
No. So basically, if you, I mean, I don't know. Can I annotate? If you take if you think of a one unit square, okay?
Right.
Visually, if you think of a 1 unit square.
Mega Ma'am, so instead of giving the entire solution, maybe you could just give the setup, and we will let others try to think about it for some time. Okay, so what?
Okay. So what setup should I give? 1 unit square is there.
We'll just give a 4 by 4.
Okay.
setup. Okay.
Okay.
And maybe we can ask them to break it up into odd numbers.
Yeah. Can you break it up into 1, 3, 5, 7? See?
Yeah, there are many
This-
ways of
this-
doing it, but is there a visually appealing way of doing it? Yeah.
So look at this grid that Shiv Kumar has made, and can you break it up into 1, and then 3, and then 5, and then 7, and see what is happening as you keep on adding.
So actually, one thing is you can observe that this a naught, the relation between a naught and a1 can be written in this manner also. I have this first odd number, first 2 odd numbers, first 3 odd numbers, first 4 odd numbers.
Correct.
So you can just keep adding this and see what you get, and see the connection between, and see that there's another way of writing a naught and a1 when a naught is squares. And then to explain this, Mega Ma'am is suggesting this visual framework. Okay, so just keep this in mind. And
If you join dots in L shape, you'll get that
Hmm.
1, 3, 5.
Beautiful,
Seven.
beautiful.
Yes.
The second one, L shape, if you join, you'll get 3.
Right.
Yeah, that is what even I was thinking.
Third
Yes.
one, yeah.
So
L
you will
shape.
get another the subsequent
Yeah.
square you will get.
Yeah, another L shape, you'll get 5, another 7.
right, so for others, you'll be able to appreciate this only when you actually see this pattern. This 1 plus 3, 1 plus 3 plus 5, 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7, and so on. Right. So only after you see, if you already seen it, then fine. If not, I would encourage you to go through this and also see the a0 and a1, and then come to this. Okay, fine. And then the next L would have. So if you see, interestingly, the number of dots in L's as it grows larger and larger is increasing by 2. This first has 1, the second L has 3, then 5, and then 7. Now to get the next square, 5 cross 5, we can add another L in the boundary.
So this also explains the difference will always be because it's in the square, so it is always the difference is always odd numbers. Okay.
Right. So now
Beautiful.
so now we have actually explained why A1 is the way it is, right?
Yeah.
And once you understand A1, then A2 and A3 will also naturally follow, right? Right. So Shubhangi ma'am was coming at it with a different approach. For example, now,
Algebra approach, right? She did something with algebra.
Yes. So now try to see if you can do a similar thing for cubes.
Okay.
Shiv, that works for cube also, the pattern. Like
Wow. Super.
if you draw pictorially, if you draw a cube, the dots, the corners,
Okay.
if you go on scooping out the cubes, the remaining dots will add up to the differences, like 1, 7, 19, like that. I checked it up. I drew
47, 61. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, so you actually.
I actually drew the cube. I put the dots there. And then I counted the dots. I went on scooping out the dots and counted the remaining dots.
Oh.
So
Another way to think about the same thing is, if I can share, if you have one cube, you have just one unit cube, right? Think of one unit cube, little 1 unit cube.
yeah.
Then if you have 2 cube, you need eight 1 unit cubes in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So difference between that eight little cubes and 1 is 7. So you need to add 7 cubes to, yes.
Right.
So similarly, then the difference between three cube and 8 cube, 8 unit cubes is 27 minus 8 will be 19. So you'll keep on adding that difference to make a bigger cube.
Right.
One level bigger cube.
True.
Yeah.
So that is what we are essentially doing. We are scooping off the layers in A1. In A1, we are scooping off the layers.
Correct.
Here, to add 1 cube.
Correct. True.
Yeah,
So-
that is nothing but if you know the corner points of a cube, like cube is the vertex is if you know that 2 by 2 cube has 8 corners, you're just taking out one, then you'll the remaining are 7, like that.
right.
Yeah.
So the only thing is, for in the case of squares, we had neat odd numbers.
Yeah, here
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 the numbers look bit intimidating. 7, 19, 37, 61, and so on. Right? Right. So one thing is, let me just
actually Shiv, that 7, 19 that will become 7 2s are 14 plus 5. Then the second one is 7 4s are 28 plus 5.
wow, wait. I'll just write it down. Wow. So n cube is a formula which generates the first column. So 1, 8, 27, 64, then 125. Then this is A naught. Then A1 would be a 7. It would be how much? 15, right?
19.
Oh, sorry, 19. This is 19 and this is 28, 38. No, sorry, 27,
37 and then 61
37.
and then 61.
Yes, so, ma'am, what are you saying?
No, I think so. See that 19 will be 7 2s are 14 plus 5.
Okay.
61 will be 7 2s 7 8s are 56 plus 5.
Wow.
30. 37 I took it as 33 actually. 33 will get 7 4s are 28 plus 5. But 37
Oh, nice. Okay. So it is not following the law. Huh?
yeah, 7 5s are 35 plus 2 it will be.
Right.
Also, is it that the step before the where we get the constant, all the numbers are even numbers?
So if what you have predicted is true, right? If it is always a factorial, then
No. I mean to say, in first case in A2, all were even, like where before we got this number 6.
just a moment. So yeah, so for cubes, this is the A2 and all are evens. Okay. Yeah. So you are
And in the next step, A3 all are even
yes.
before we got 24.
Yes.
I don't know whether it's a good observation.
Oh, okay, no. It's great. So you're saying that in general, for any power, if you look at the stage before the constant stage, it's all evens.
Yeah.
Oh, very interesting. Wow. Very interesting observation. Very interesting conjecture that you're making. That this is the
But
way.
in square we didn't get even, right?
Right. For squares, we don't get even, right? So
Yeah, it was odd
we have odd numbers here, 3, 5,
for the
7.
constant. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
So now, is it possible to give formula to each of this column?
Yeah.
But can we say then constant will always be even?
Okay, this is a question, right? Can constant be always even number? So
So to get even difference,
Yeah, that is if it is a factorial, then it definitely will always be an even number.
yeah, but we are coming to that, right? So
Yeah, if that is a conjecture and if it is true, then it has to be an even number, the constant.
true.
okay.
We are
And
coming.
other thing, to get difference even, we want all the entries to be either all to be even or all to be odd.
True.
Parity. If we want the difference even.
True. Yes.
No, in quadratic sequences, I have encountered odd constants also, but they have to have the other part of the expressions also.
No, I didn't get it. Mega, say it
So
again.
for example, say I was saying, right, x square plus 3x plus 5, something like that. In those cases, if you elaborate those, then those will have it is possible that it could have a odd number sequence, odd number constant also. even though it is another type of a quadratic sequence with a power of 2, highest power of 2.
Okay, but that's not a perfect square, right? We are
No, that is not a perfect square. Exactly. So I'm talking, that's what, but if you're talking about a perfect square, a perfect cube, a perfect this, then if it is a factorial, then it could be always, then it has to be always a even number. But of course, we have to look at others also. We need to prove it. So algebraically, if we are able to prove it, that it is always going to be a factorial, and if it is always going to follow a certain pattern, we'll have to think about it, because otherwise we can just keep on doing more and more powers.
Right. So yes, so this is what Shubhangi ma'am was also saying. So we will just try to see if we can give a formula that will generate the sequences. For example, when we take squares, right? So this is 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, and so on. So this is basically n square, right? When n is equal to 1, when n is equal to 1, I get this. When n is equal to 2, I get this, and so on, right? Now A1 happens to be 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on. Now, can we give a formula that will generate this A1? You can put the, once you get the formula, you can put it in chat to me.
That will generate the A1, right?
That will generate the A1. So this is what Shubhangi ma'am was saying. And similarly, if you take A0 equal to n cube, can you again try to find a formula that generates A1, A2, and so on? What would be an approach for this?
A1 will be 2n plus 1.
Exactly, yes. Madhu ma'am has answered, and yes.
Because it is a
Yeah.
difference between two squares, like consecutive squares. So 2n plus 1 it is.
Very nice. So basically, if you see the formula 2n plus 1, when you substitute n equal to 1, I get 3. When n equal to 2, I get 5, and 7, and 9, and so on, right? So say if I just shift this sequence, I can put the answer in chat. But if you're able to see it, if you are finding that this is straightforward, you can move to the next question. If I have a sequence like 5, 7, 9, 11, and so on, right? What would the formula be for this? Okay, you can answer in chat. I just removed one. And if I remove another one, and if it is 7, 9, 11, 13, formula for this, right? Yeah, and those who have seen the general structure of these formulas.
I'm really sorry, I got lost. What do you mean by that? The other second two columns, 2n plus 1, I know, but what about the 5, 7, 9, 11 and question mark? What was the question?
Give the formula. That's it.
5, 7, 9, 11.
5, 7, 9, 11, so on. And for 7, 9, 11, 13, so on, give another formula.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So and for those who are able to see the general structure of this, now you can go for the cubes and try to see if you can give a formula for A1 and so on. If yes, also let me know what method you use.
For this square, can you tell me what is the next formula? I'm not getting it actually.
Okay, fine. Right.
A2.
A2, right. So for A2 or for this 5, 7, 9, 11?
5, 7, 9, 11.
Right. Okay. So there is one very nice way of there's a very nice tool to get formula of a given sequence. Okay. So for example, we'll just consider the sequence 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, so on. Okay. What is the formula for this, Manjula ma'am?
Shivkumar, I did it again.
N minus 2.
N minus 2.
2.
Just a moment, I'll come back. But if you substitute n minus 2, what will happen when n is equal to 1? This would, okay, let me just write. So let me just make a table. N will take a value of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. This is what we're trying to find. And if you have n minus 2 here, then if n is equal to 1, this would become minus 1. When n is 2, this would become 0. When n is 3, it will become a 1.
2n minus 1.
2n minus 1. Right? So n minus 2 is basically giving us the set of natural numbers, but with extra minus 1 and 0.
Yeah.
Right. So 2n minus 1
Yeah.
is giving us this, right?
Yeah.
How did you get this 2n minus 1?
How did you get means? I
Memory.
see that one into 1 into 1 minus 1 is 1. I
one-
saw this 1, 3, 5, and then
Right. Fine.
Two.
Another very efficient way of getting a formula is try to compare it with the sequence whose formula we already know. Okay. So what we can do is here in this case. Okay. Let me take this 579. Let me take this 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and so on. Okay. I'll just let me. So in this sequence, there is this common difference of 2, isn't it? Manjula ma'am,
yeah.
right? Can you give me an example of a very basic sequence having a common difference 2? A very basic sequence. They're the most basic sequence that you can think
2,
of.
4, 6, 8.
4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8.
Odd numbers, even numbers.
Even
Yeah.
numbers.
4,
Yeah.
8, 10, so on. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Now, is it possible to give a formula for this?
Can I take the battery
Given
charger?
numbers?
My battery is very low.
The first term is 2, second term is 4, third term is 6, fourth term is 8, and so on. Is it possible to give a formula for
2n.
2n, right? It is yes. So it is basically 2 tables. So 2 into n, right?
Okay.
Right. So now, do you see any relation between this 579 sequence and this even sequence? Can you just compare it term by term and see any relation?
2n twice is number plus 1. No.
Oh, very good guess. So okay, very nice way of
Plus
thinking.
3.
No.
2n, right? So it's the
2n
difference
plus
is 3.
4.
There's a difference between 3 between the
No, every alternate numbers you get that.
What are we discussing? I lost.
We are just discussing how to get the formula for 5, 7, 9, 11.
Okay.
Yeah. So I saw your response in chat, ma'am. So yeah, we are looking at it. Okay, yeah. So Shubhagi ma'am, you're saying that for cubes, the formula for A1 is 6 into x plus 1.
For what? Not for that point. Why it was working means I took the difference again and again. Are you getting it?
Oh, right. So it is not for, okay, it is for the final
Not
stage.
just the first day. I did it, but I cannot write everything there. So I thought
Right. Okay, I was thinking that this is for the first
no,
stage.
it's not just the A1.
Okay.
I'm confused. So
Right. Now I get it.
I think it's A2 that we got 6, right?
Yeah, got it. I understood what you're saying. Right. So yeah, so basically
Multiple of 6, then difference will be 6 because 6x plus 1 minus 6x we are taking. So 6 and then 0.
very nice. So now in a general case, how do we analyze the question, right?
In general case, what?
Yeah, for a general n power k,
Power. And how they are connected? The 6 and power and all that.
It as 5, 7, 9, 11. If the 5 is the first term, the thing is 2n plus 3.
yeah, how?
2 into 1 plus 3.
Right.
2 into
Yeah. So by verification, it is easy to see that. But I asked, right? Can you compare the two sequences and see if there's any relation between this sequence and this sequence? Do you see any relation?
I can see for every alternate numbers, like
What can you see?
see that 2n plus 1 is 5.
Oh, 2 into 2n plus 1.
Two-
So
No.
I have this 2.
No, here n is 1, right?
No. So wait.
No.
So forget about ends. Forget about formula. Just look at these two sequences:
The
2, 4, 6,
sequence.
8 and 5, 7, 11, 9. What observations can you make between these
Okay.
two sequences? From this to this, if I have to go from the right one to the left one, what can I do?
Add 3. 2 plus 3, 5, 4 plus 3, 7, 6
Right?
plus 3.
So if I take this 2, so if I pick any row, then the difference is always
3.
right.
Yeah.
Right. So now say I have this 100th term. If I have to find the 100th term of this sequence, we'll call this the sequence 1. Okay, this 5, 7, 9. If I have to quickly find the 100th term of sequence 1, what would that be?
2 into 100 plus 3.
Exactly. So I know what is the 100th term of the even sequence, which is 200.
Yeah.
And you
Plus
observe
3.
that the difference is always 3, right? So it's just plus 3,
Yeah, 2 not 3.
right? And in general, if I have the nth term, here, this is 2n, this is 2n plus 3,
Yeah.
right? So one way of getting a formula is by comparing the given sequence with the sequence whose formula we already know.
Okay.
And this is a tool. So we can use this tool to get formulas for 5, 7, 9, 11, 7, 9, 11. And basically any sequence with the common difference 2, now we have got a method. Yeah, so now basically you can consider the cubes also now. We have seen y for squares, we have that behavior. Now for cubes, can you give formula for A1, A2, A3, and can you see why we're getting the 6 in the end? And one more question, okay? So far we have been just looking at powers, right? Squares, power 2, power 3, power 4, and so on. And we are getting 0 at some stage, right? Now, is it possible to find a sequence A naught for which you'll never get a 0?
Wait, do we any sequence or just the power functions?
No. For powers, from what you're guessing that 0 will appear at k plus 1 stage, right? N power k. This is the guess that you are having. For any other sequence, it's a
Other than power sequence.
not power sequence.
Okay.
Shiv, the difference between the cubes,
Yes.
the formula is 3n into n plus 1 plus 1.
Wow. Very nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So considering that for that cube equation, cube sequence,
Got it.
the A1 is nothing but a square sequence. I mean quadratic sequence.
Right.
Because if A1 is a quadratic sequence, that's why we are getting for considering A1 as A0.
Okay.
We are getting a constant at the third, the second state. Sorry. So that means it's a quadratic sequence. If it's a quadratic sequence, then you can solve it using a quadratic expression.
Got it.
But I know there could be definitely a simpler way of thinking about it, but I think I got stuck.
No, actually, so it is exactly this way that led to this. Now, what I and Gauri ma'am are discussing, right? It came out of this this method. So, Manjula ma'am, did you also follow a similar method, or you followed a different method?
I did n plus 1 whole cube minus n cube.
Right. So, Shubhangi ma'am and Manjula ma'am have followed a different direct algebraic method.
Correct.
Algebraic formula. Yeah. Mega's method is always different from mine and Shubhangi's. I've been observing. Hers is all visual methods and ours is all mine and Shubhangi's mashed together most of the times.
Oh, I didn't make this observation.
No,
I've been observing that many answers she's giving the same as mine actually. We both are thinking the same terms. Yeah. It is n plus 1 whole cube minus n cube.
n plus 1 whole cube. ये कहाँ से आया मुझे बताओ तो बाबा.
Difference between two cubes, 2 cube and 3 cube. 3 I'm taking it as 2 plus 1 3. N plus 1 whole cube.
2 plus 1 3. Where is 2 plus 1 3? Sorry, I'm blank. N cube I understand, but where is N plus 1?
See, one is 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is
that I know.
27.
Correct. That is N
Ah.
cube. Okay.
If I have to find difference between 27 and 8, that means it is 3 cube minus 2 cube.
3 cube minus 2 cube. Correct.
The 3 I wrote it as 2 plus 1.
Now I got it. Okay. Got it. N plus 1 cube minus N cube. Okay.
Yeah. And N plus 1, 1.
Wonderful.
That is A plus B whole cube.
So your N cube gets cancelled out and you arrive at your binomial expression of N cube plus 1, N plus 1 whole cube, and then your N square stays.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay.
Yes, right. So basically, this is nothing but N plus. So Shubhangi ma'am, I think yours also the same method, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So N plus 1 the whole cube minus N cube, which is equal to. Again, there are different ways of doing it. How did you do it, Shubhangi ma'am and Manjula ma'am?
That formula N plus 1 whole cube, N
Awesome.
A cube plus B cube plus 3.
A square B plus AB
3A, yeah.
Right.
N
Plus
cube
3A square B plus 3AB square, right? That is the formula? I'm
Yes.
very bad at formulas.
3AB into A plus B.
Right.
3AB into A plus B.
Let me show you something. Okay. If I have N plus 1 the whole square minus N square, basically this is for the square sequence.
Yeah.
One way again is by taking N plus 1 the whole square and then subtracting N square.
Yeah.
Then I can use another identity here. Can anyone tell me that?
A cube, that is A plus B into A minus B.
A minus
Exactly, right? So
A plus B into A minus B.
A plus B into A minus B.
Yeah.
And A minus B is what in our case?
1.
It is 1 because we're taking two consecutive fellows, right?
Yeah. So that is getting cancelled. Yeah.
Right. So now here what we have is something of a form A cube minus B cube, right? A cube minus B cube. So, okay, so
another formula is there, Shiv.
yeah, A minus B into something is there.
I'm not very sure about it.
Yeah, even I'm not
Which
getting that formula, Shubhangi. A minus B into something is there, that formula.
A minus B into A square plus AB plus B square.
Plus B square. Yeah, A square plus B square plus AB.
A square plus AB plus B square.
Yeah.
can someone check if this formula is correct?
That is
How can you check if
I
it's correct?
think it's correct, Shiv.
that is correct. That is correct.
Right. So basically, given a formula, how will you check if it is correct or not?
You have to open it, expand it, and see if it
Yeah.
is coming back to that answer.
That's it, right? That's it.
But I'm
Yeah.
very bad at formulas.
With this, no problem. It's not necessary to remember the formulas. Next, suppose if you have A power 4 minus B power 4, can you try to see if there is any pattern before and complete it here?
A square plus B square
A
B-
minus
into
B
A
will
square
remain.
minus B square.
True, yes. That is one way of doing it. But
A minus B will be
A
there,
minus
and
B
then
into bracket.
A cube plus B cube
No, A square
plus
something.
A square B plus AB square plus A square B plus AB square. I think, I'm not really sure. I'm very bad at formula. I'm just guessing. Plus B cube.
yeah, so I would just ask you to
Check
check
this.
and then try to make a general formula for A power n minus B power n.
Oh God.
Actually, there's a nice structure coming up.
Yeah.
Will you send this thing,
Yeah, better.
Shiv?
Are
Are you going to send these screenshots or something?
screenshots. Screenshots. Yes, actually, Gauri ma'am is recording this and she'll put it up on YouTube. She will edit it and put it on the YouTube, so it'll be there in the YouTube.
So we'll get the recordings, right?
Yes. Right.
No, this A to the power of 4 minus B to the power of 4, the formula, we don't get it.
Not correct, huh?
That is not correct.
No.
Okay.
Wait, ma'am. So,
It is not correct. Correct. There has to be one more term.
Is it? So,
No, no, no.
AB का होना चाहिए ना AB a cube a square a हाँ माइनस साइन कहीं होगी क्या?
No, no, no. There's some more terms should be there. I'm just trying to find a pattern for that. So
very nice, very nice.
No,
very nice.
see.
Yeah.
There
some
is
more some more number should be there.
no, there won't be any number. See, everywhere the sum of powers you see, it is a cube, so 3, a square b again 3, ab square 3, and b cube is 3.
Wow, excellent, excellent.
And if you compare it in a cube minus b cube, you have 2 power. You see in the second bracket, a square is 2, ab means
This-
1 2.
But when you expand it, it's not getting cancelled actually. So
Yeah, so that's maybe the reason because we want minus sign somewhere.
no, even if you have minus sign, it will get cancelled only the like term. So it's not.
Shall I do the multiplication?
Yeah, let us do that.
So first I will take the a and multiply with all these fellows. So a power 4 plus a cube b plus a square.
Plus a square b square plus ab cube minus ba cube.
Observe carefully the way I am writing. This itself will give you a lot of clue. Okay, next I am taking the minus b and multiplying.
Minus ba cube minus a square b square. Okay, b square. Okay, you're writing with b.
B cube and minus b cube. B raised to 4, sorry.
This
Yeah.
is looking like a binomial expansion, right?
Oh yeah,
Here it's cancelling. Why you are saying it's not cancelling?
yeah.
A cube and
So a raised to 4 minus b raised to 4.
No. I just multiplied b only with b.
It is there. It is correct, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So it is correct, na? Arey wow, I guessed right.
Arey wow.
Wow, I'm feeling so proud of myself. See, I guessed right.
मंजिला तुमने डरा दिया था.
I didn't multiply b with other 3 terms.
It's okay,
sorry.
I was joking, come on.
No, Manjula ma'am, you had a different approach at the beginning itself, right? You are taking it as a square minus b square into a square plus b square. And you are
Yeah,
going, so since your mind was going in that direction,
yeah, I know.
automatically you started doubting this. That's fine, that's fine. But
Yeah.
actually, if you continue that, if you continue that kind of factorization also, you will get the same thing.
Yeah. Just
A raised to, okay, now we have to find the pattern.
Yes.
So
A
now-
minus b, the first bracket.
Oh, so you're going, okay, fine. You're going for the formula directly, great. So a minus b.
अरे try करने में क्या है?
Into
Ah,
A raised to n minus 1
plus a raised to n minus 2. We have to decrease this now. N minus 2.
correct and make b square now. Now make b square. No, not b. Yeah. So basically the total of the power will be always this equal to n minus 1.
Yes. So here it is b raised to 0, a raised to n minus 1, b raised to 0, then a raised to n minus 2, b raised to 1, then a raised to,
B. It will be b
yeah, b raised to 1 is b.
plus a raised to n minus 3,
b raised to
b 2, so on, and the last 2 will be
n minus 1. The
a
last
raised to b a b raised to n minus 1. No, n minus 2
0, a raised to 0. Oh,
plus
okay.
b raised to n minus 1. Correct.
right. So now when you're making such a far-reaching conjecture on a general case, it'll be good if you also if you're able to give a proof on this, right?
Re baap re.
Yes.
But actually the proof lies here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
proof
got
lies
it. It's, cancelling out. It
Yes.
lies in the cancelling out.
Yes.
So everything else cancels out because if you see the way you write that second bracket, right?
Right.
It's just like proving Gauss's this, na? The total of 1 is to n, the sum of 1 plus 1 to n. It's just like that. One of the proofs.
Yes. Right. So now
For minus sign only.
Correct. I see it.
Yeah.
right. So now we will
Now
conclude.
I'm wondering one thing, just one thing I'm wondering.
Yes.
What will happen when the number of terms inside the second bracket will be an odd number? In that case,
What do you mean by odd?
you understand what I'm okay? Yeah. So for example, a cube minus b cube wala case if you take, right?
Odd ही है वहाँ पे.
Shiv Kumar, I mean, you are able to understand, right? Can you see that screen
Yes.
where he has written a cube minus b cube? So in the second bracket, the number of terms are how many? 3, right? So
Yeah.
in case of a raised to 5 minus b raised to 5, the number of terms will be 5.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
In case of a raised to 7, the number of terms will be 7. In that
Yes.
case, there will be one middle term still remaining.
Okay. So then, yeah. this
Isn't
is-
it?
Yeah. Just check it out.
No. Every time we are multiplying by A and B, right? To each of them. So why? Why there is a difference? You got my
We
point, Megha? See, you are multiplying by A and you are multiplying by minus B. So one term will be plus A. See, it will be A square B.
Okay,
and
okay.
So
So it will be double. Okay, it will always be an even number of terms. It will not be an odd number of terms because you are multiplying by A minus B.
yes.
Got it. So because you are multiplying it by A and then multiplying it by minus B, there will always be an even number of terms, whatever the number of terms in the second bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for that confusion.
No. Right. So if I'm multiplying two expressions and the first expression has multiplying two expressions and the first expression has
2 terms.
k terms and the second expression has L terms, then in the final product,
It will be
how
KL.
how many terms will it have?
KL.
KL.
And because the first bracket is always 2 terms, it will always be an even number of terms.
Yes.
So that 2 into 3, now it explains, I think, 2 into 3, the factorial thing.
Oh my God. How?
I mean, I'm not sure, but
क्या factorial कहाँ से आ गया? बता.
When you're multiplying two
Sorry,
terms,
sorry.
that means
I am
those
lost.
two terms are factors of an equation, right?
Correct.
So
But we are not, but we're talking about the constant term being a factorial.
yes, 2 into
This we are looking at A1, right? Are we looking at A1 here? What are we looking at? A1, right?
A1, right? Right, A1 series. Difference between two.
हाँ, तो factorial
Yeah.
तो हम लोग constant में है ना?
नहीं, but what I mean to say, see what we are getting, the observe A cube minus B cube. We are getting 3 terms in the second bracket. Observe A raised to 4 minus B raised to 4. We are getting 4 terms in the second bracket. So we'll get, are you getting my point? The observation?
4 terms in the second bracket, 5 terms in the second bracket. Okay.
So when you open these brackets, is there any connection with KL terms he said? No, so we'll get 10, 8, 6 that way.
You're right. Then we will always get an even set of terms. That's what I said, na?
What Shubhangi ma'am is trying to say is there any connection? I mean, can we infer why we are getting factorials as a constant from this property? So this is what she is trying to say. So I would encourage you to dig further. Okay, so now basically we have got a method of getting the formulas for each of AIs, right? If I know what is A naught, if A naught is 4th powers or 5th powers or whatever it is, we have a strategy of getting A1, right? And if I have A1, can I get A2 similar, A3 similarly? And does this approach help us in understand why we're getting factorials? Okay, so try to think along these lines. We will continue it next week.